We're at Gamescom with perhaps one of the newest and brightest stars of the gaming industry's future, OnLive. John is here with me today to take us through what exactly is OnLive, John?
So OnLive is an all-new way of playing games. It's a game platform in the cloud, which means instead of having like a local PC or a console to play your games, you're using space in a data center that we have with a very high-end gaming rig that then allows you to play super high-end sort of graphics-rich games on low-end devices. And what that really means is then you don't need to be upgrading your graphics card or buying the next generation console to play all the latest and greatest games.
And can you sort of actually just sort of take us through the system and how it works?
Absolutely. Happy to.
Okay. Well, I shall let you show the magic.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we have here is a game called Dirt 3, and this is playing on our micro console. So what you're seeing here is the OnLive micro console, which is a very small piece of hardware, and I'll just show you how it works so that it's really clear. It has Ethernet in, which is a connection out to the internet, and then HDMI out, which goes just to the television, and that's about all it does. It's a very cheap, small box that does video decoding and nothing more. It's like any streaming media box or a set-top box. And what that allows you to do then is connect back to our service, which is several hundred miles away, and play high-end games and experience all of OnLive. So what we're doing here is we're already in the middle of a session of Dirt 3 that we were just playing, so I'll pick this up and we can keep going. And so what you're seeing here is with the OnLive wireless controller, I'm controlling, a very high-end game, which, has a pretty big system requirements, in a very, very, very controllable way through that very, very low-end little piece of hardware there on the table. And so not only are all these games available via the micro console that you're seeing there, but they're also available on Mac, PC, and it's coming soon on tablets. Boom. And so that was a pretty lousy little turn there. So what I'll do is I'll record what we call a brag clip, which then is signaled up on the top of the screen there. And a brag clip is a way that you can actually take your experience that you just had, share it with your friends in a small little video segment that then you can share within OnLive and then also take outside of OnLive and share with your friends on Facebook or YouTube.
And like you said, it's just a simple fact of just pressing it on the controller there. You see?
And so the OnLive controller is obviously it's a well understood device what a game controller is. What we did is a few little innovations that allow us to be more controllable with the dual analog stick in a really comfortable spot, but a nice kind of chunky design that you can hang on to. It feels really good. It's got a non-stick surface here, and then it's kind of a high gloss up here. And then it has integrated media controls, so a lot of what you're doing here is recording and watching video, so you can actually record a brag clip with a single button, or if you're watching a movie, you can actually just hit play and pause rather than try and figure out what button combo it is or have a dedicated remote control like you might on other systems. And so then whenever you're done playing a game like Dirt, you can kind of just back out to the main interface. Just a single button press takes you there, the OnLive button. We'll exit the game. I was playing a demo there, we call it a trial. And then now we're back into the main world of OnLive, and I'll start at the very beginning. So this is our home page, our home base, and within this world we have the game marketplace where you can buy all your titles. You can browse them, see what's in the store. You can look at the arena where you can actually see lots and lots and lots of live players playing games at any given moment. And then I'll talk about a few other bits of the service, but essentially what we've tried to do is integrate a media-rich experience so you can see lots and lots of moving video with a social experience within your basic gameplay experience of being able to play a big library of games. So in the game store, we call our marketplace, we have about 125 games launched to date with more coming every week. And then you get to browse, see whatever looks interesting to you. Since it's a pretty big marketplace, you can search and sort it. So you can look and say, what are the recently released titles? And then scroll up and down until you find something that looks good. You can search by Metascore, so whatever the Metacritic guys rated it and ranked it across the web. You can search by that as well. Some new titles that are coming out, Saints Row, Batman Arkham City from Warner Brothers. We see something that looks interesting in the store, you can pull up the full details page about it, get a little bit more about the release date. You can watch the HD video trailer, and this is all happening in real time, so you're able to skip around from the store to explore, in full video rather than having to fish around the web to find something or download a trailer and watch it later. And then, if this looks like an interesting title to you, if it's available, you can buy it, or you can always play a free demo. So So there's no subscription fee to play OnLive. It's absolutely free to try games. No hardware requirements unless you want to hook it to the telly, in which case you need a micro console. But if you're on a Macintosh or a PC or a tablet, you just go to our website, download the little client, and off you go.
Okay. Now, obviously, we're seeing the, we're seeing the micro console and seeing how that operates. Can you sort of take us through, like you said, you mentioned like Mac and tablets and stuff like that. We shall carry on this with, as we can see here on the table.
Yeah, so what you're looking at here is this is playing on a few different tablets with different operating systems. This is iOS, and that's an Android tablet there. And what we've done is we've basically taken the main user interface of OnLive and we moved it over to a touch-centric interface as well. So instead of requiring a controller or a keyboard and mouse, you can actually just move around that same user interface using your fingers. This is what we call the arena, which allows you to browse around, and every single square in here is a live session of gameplay that's someone who's playing on the OnLive network right now, which is quite cool. And so, whenever you see something that looks interesting to you, this looks like someone who's playing Just Cause 2, which is a really fun open world sandbox game. You can interact with them in a pretty simplistic kind of way. You can actually give them a little thumbs up and say, hey, nice job. And they get a little thumbs up on their screen that says, hey, somebody's spectating you. You can see how many spectators are watching somebody at any given time. And then whenever you want to try something new, you go browse around somewhere, you go back. Sorry, fat fingers here. Whoops. And then you go all the way back. And then you can do the exact same things you could do on the main console there, or the micro console, is browse the game store. Let's find something that's coming soon. We have Deus Ex Human Revolution from Square Eidos. And just like you would on a console platform, you can actually explore the game store. You can watch the full HD video trailer. You can buy it, or in this case, it's not out yet. It'll be out in about a week, but you can pre-order it here right now. And so if this looks like something that's interesting to you, you can go ahead and order it, or you can keep exploring. So look at a few other games too. So then the other thing that we really try to integrate deeply into the experience is your friends. So anybody who's online right now is indicated with a little green dot there. And so you can actually surf around and show who's online, what games do they have, who are their friends. So you can actually friend surf. You can see who are your friends of your friends. And then you can watch their brag clips, which is a little video snippet that's recorded whenever you hit the record button. And then lastly, I'll show you the wall of brag clips. And so this is where all the brag clips are stored. So whenever you're playing OnLive and you say I did something cool, you hit the record button, they get saved off, and then they come back here to actually watch them. I'll see some of the most recent ones that we were watching, and I think we were just playing Dirt 3 a couple of seconds ago, so we'll look at the brag clip that we just recorded ourselves as we were playing Dirt 3. So not that spectacular a crash, to be honest, so what I'll do is I'll rate that one pretty poorly, just to say, yeah, that wasn't that interesting. But if it was an interesting one, you could actually take it out and share it with your friends out on Facebook. And it gets posted to your own wall. And then you get to comment on it and then share it with your friends. And if they like it, they can rate it and rank it and, and tell you what they feel. So we're really trying to add a real social dimension to otherwise, deep gaming experiences on a platform that they were really never intended for. And then, lastly, one of the things that we decided would still add a lot of value to this is touching a tablet is a wonderful way to interact with a lot of games, but it's not appropriate for every kind of game. And so we added support for our console controller onto the tablet using a low latency Bluetooth protocol as well. And so suddenly you're able to play full high-end console games on a tablet, and so you can actually see me navigating around here, the same user interface that you've always seen for OnLive, going through the games marketplace, and even launching titles to be able to play with my dual analog stick. So it's actually really fun. It's a little mind-bending because suddenly what was once a console game is now a tablet game, and the entirety of my gaming experience can travel with me, just as much as I can stick these two things in my bag and find an internet connection somewhere. I have my full console gaming experience.
Okay. How can players get on this?
So to get onto OnLive, all you need to do is go to our website, www.onlive.com or onlive.co.uk. download a little browser plugin for pretty much every web browser. So if you're on a PC or a Macintosh, it takes just a few seconds, and then suddenly you're in the world of OnLive. If you want to play it on your television, you need a micro console, which you can also get from our website. And then if you're on a tablet, you can get it from the App Store.
Well, what do people need for the setup?
So all you need is a broadband internet connection and some kind of a screen to actually watch it on. And if you want to play it on the television with our micro console, you need about a 5 megabit downstream connection. And if you want to play it on a tablet there, you need about a 1 megabit connection, Wi-Fi.
And can you pick up with the micro console? The controller comes bundled with that,
Yes.
but you can also get the controller on its own if you want to set up the tablet. And do you have a sort of price for this?
We haven't announced pricing in the UK yet. In the US, it's $100 for the bundled product, and we'll be announcing pricing really soon in the UK.
I understand as well that part of the bundles anyway is sort of like you're going to tossing a couple of games. Well, when I say couple, quite a few games actually. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we have a bundle of products that in the US we put together as a small subscription offering, and it's about 82 games right now and growing pretty quickly, and it's the all-you-can-play model. So for a small monthly subscription fee, you can play a huge library of high-quality games.
Excellent. Is there anything else that you feel we should know about for this? Because I think you've been quite comprehensive, but just want to make sure we get every single detail here.
Thanks a lot. No, we're really excited about the launch in the UK. We think there's a huge audience for it. People love to play games on their PCs and play games on the televisions, and we think the tablet market's going to be huge there as well. And we got a rabid gaming audience, and so we're excited to bring them a new platform.
Okay, so just hammer home that release date one more time for us.
September 22nd, we go live in the UK.
Okay, listen, thank you very much indeed for your time. Best of luck with it.
Absolutely. Thanks very much.